Kevin Coughlin was 36 and in good health. On a Saturday morning in February 1997, he discovers he cannot distinguish the words in his newspaper. Even the bold headlines are fuzzy. Kevin has no idea that he's been carrying a rare genetic disorder, Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. Within 5 days, Kevin is blind. That Saturday morning is forever etched in Kevin's memory.
I was unable to read the print in the main section of the New York Times. The day earlier, I noticed I had difficulty reading the real estate section.
Kevin had tried to go about his business as usual. He made his way from his apartment in Murray Hill to New York's Penn Station.
2 Saturdays a month, I would travel out to visit my parents on Long Island. And this Saturday, as I was walking from my apartment to Penn Station, everything seemed blurry. I got to my parents on Long Island, and one of the things I did, one of the chores I helped them with was grocery shopping. And my mom gave me a grocery list, and I got to Wallbounds, the grocery store, and I couldn't read anything on the grocery list. I told my mom that I was out the night before, and that was really a lie. I just was saying that so as not to frighten her. I knew deep down that there was something seriously wrong with my vision, but I just was not going to go there.
The tragedy of the onset of blindness is exacerbated by the fact that Kevin is a serious amateur photographer and lover of the visual arts. Every aspect of his world fades into unbearable darkness.
I had just come from the neuro-ophthalmologist, and I asked him point blank if I could get my sight back, and he was silent, and that pause, that silence gave me my answer. There really aren't words to hold the enormity of the loss I was feeling at that time. Just so much went through my head. I'm never going to be able to photograph buildings again. I love to photograph skyscrapers. I had a love of architecture, art, design, everything visual, all of the visual arts, and just to know that I could no longer see a painting I love, to just walk around the city.
As he grapples with his new life as a blind person, Kevin gets his first guide dog, Ruger. He also has his first encounter with the kind of appalling prejudices waged against the disabled.
One spring day, I went to a coffee shop in the West Village with a few friends, and we're standing at the counter, and the person behind the counter says, "No dogs." I immediately say, "It's a guide dog." She just keeps saying, "No dogs, no dogs." Laws that govern access for guide dogs, everywhere. I felt if I was being treated this way, I just can't imagine how, other disabled people are treated, and I just knew that I had to do something about it.
Kevin's story grabs the attention of CBS, CNN, News 11, NBC, and the New York Times. He becomes an advocate for the blind, as only a person who once had eyesight can. But Kevin realizes he also needs to wrap the arms of compassion around himself.
One day I was talking with a friend who had just bought a new apartment, and he was asking me decorating advice. And as I was giving him all kinds of tips about how he should decorate his apartment, he said, "I just want to let you know that sight is not vision. You may have lost your sight, but you haven't lost your vision." Later on that week, I was watching Oprah, and someone talked about the most important thing one can do is have something that they're passionate about. And at that moment, I realized that all of these years living as a blind person, I was not allowing myself to be creative. So I was robbing myself of the creative energy of taking photographs.
With the help of a friend, Kevin finds a way to start taking pictures of his beloved New York landmarks again, starting with the Brooklyn Bridge. From a place of inner vision, Kevin sees how to be kinder to himself and others around him. And then the miracle happens.
One night in August of 2013, got up to go to the bathroom and was startled when I looked and I could see a beam of light coming off my medicine cabinet mirror. And this is after not having seen anything for 16 years. I literally thought I was dreaming, so I couldn't accept that I could be seeing something for the first time again. It was too overwhelming to me.
But it wasn't a dream. Without explanation or medical intervention, Kevin's eyesight slowly starts to return. He records his progress.
I progressively slowly saw more shadows, and then progressively more shapes, and the journal just records all of this progress over the last